Okay, so thank you for stopping. Really, we just want to get your opinion as to how your thoughts on the riot. Your reasons to why you think it might have happened.
Well, I don't know the reason why it happened, but it's a sad situation. This it is, it's really let down to everyone, innit? We all suffer and we all feel this, isn't it? When you walk in the street and see it this morning, it's really terrible. And that's how I feel about it. I think these people need to know God, and because they don't know God, they don't have salvation, and that's why they've done this. You understand? If they know God, if they used to brought up in Sunday school and things like that, they couldn't do this. But it's awful. You understand what I mean?
Do you live in Croydon?
Well, that's my life. I'm Croydon, South Norwood.
Okay.
Yeah. Local man around here since 1957. So.
Is this the first time you've seen anything like this before?
In Croydon, yeah. Saw it in Brixton or Notting Hill and things like that, but nothing like this in Croydon, is it? No. Don't you think it's sad, isn't it? It's really sad. You're walking in the street, you feel shame, isn't it? But I'm glad that it's not only just the black people, that's it, everybody's in it, isn't it? And what they're fighting for. But sometimes out of evil come forth good. Sometimes it happens, isn't it? Alright?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Alright guys, that's how it goes.
So, yeah.
Just tell us how long you've been living in Croydon.
Well, I mean, I've lived in Southwest London my majority of my entire life, from Brixton Hill up to Thornton Heath now. So this is my manor, so to speak.
What do you feel about the situation that's happened since Monday? This
is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no justification. I mean, you can say what happened to the individual in Tottenham, and there's still a lot of discrepancies regarding that. For instance, no one's asking where the cabman is, but that doesn't justify what's going on. Even with all the social ills and the high levels of poverty within certain areas, and contrasted with the affluence of other areas, but it doesn't justify what we've seen over the past couple of days. And I was watching a debate show on one of the cable channels a few days ago, and somebody said something very interesting. He said that if you see this government and a lot of these Western governments who are perpetrating acts of barbarism across the world, it's no coincidence that your own people will then take on the same actions that they see their government doing, because the people can only reflect the leaders. And if the leaders are going around senselessly murdering and looting other countries for their resources, and there's no other way but to sum it up than that, then what do you expect your people to do?
What do you think might have been the cause of all of this? Is it just about what the government is doing?
I mean, there's many issues. I mean, you've got a city here that is divided on so many different levels, yeah? Social, political, racial, religious. So to sum it up as one individual thing would be too difficult. But I think with the youth, with regards to the youth, there's a blatant situation regarding there's nothing for them to do. Yeah, there's no youth centres, there's no positive role models. That's that aspect. But it wasn't just the youth that you saw running around looting the areas. This is another thing. I mean, since the courts have been operating the past couple of days, we've seen that some of the people who perpetrated some of the acts were IT assistants, primary school teachers, so it wasn't just people who supposedly on the dole with no prospects. So that is an even bigger indictment of what's happening.
I mean, it's interesting you said that. Are you saying that it's not just there needs to be more solutions and not just about the prisons and the courts? You suggest some other thing.
When you see, it's one thing to steal from a shop, but when you see people petrol bombing people's houses, that goes beyond issues of social deprivation. That Anne Widdecombe said something. I never thought I'd agree with a Tory, but she said this country is morally bankrupt, and this goes to the core of the problem. It is become morally bankrupt. I mean, you saw the student from abroad who had his jaw broken, and then people was helping him up, while at the same time stealing from the back of his bag. I mean, that just says it all for me, really.
Thank you so very much.
No worries, man.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
Appreciate
no
it.
worries.
You had your shop
2 years now.
And what did you sell?
Laptops, computers, mobile phones. That's what we do. And sale, repairs. And I'm more worried about the repair stuff. Obviously, if customer give it to me for repairs, they have trust on me that one day I will repair it and return it to them. But now it's not gone. So obviously I have to give them money or compensate them, that way. It's just hell, to be honest with you. We can't even. I'm still in the shock. It's been 2 days. I'm still in the shock that how I'm gonna cope up with this. All this happened.
Have you received any help from anybody?
None at all. None at all. I was there when they break off the shop. I rang the police around 8 o'clock. I waited them till 2 o'clock. Nobody was there. In the morning around 6 o'clock, police came because of the fire right opposite to us. Because of that, police came. They never still approached us that what happened, and I received a call just like half an hour ago that what happened and this to the other. But still, it's
So for 6 hours you didn't get any help at all?
none.
So what do you say to the police saying that they were stretched, they didn't have enough officers on the street?
They should have
to help?
increased the number of the officers on the street. Plus, at least with small businesses, they should have helped them more rather than big businesses, because they are the community in the end of the day. They've got the insurances to pay out. But we like small businesses don't have that much power in hand. If you know what I mean. That's it really. God will help us one day. That's what we hope for. That's it. Thank you very much.
Have you got any opinion regarding the reason for the riots, or maybe the causes? You want to say anything about that?
It shouldn't be happening in the very first place. Right. That's how I would say.
Actually, we are new in this country. We are coming from Dubai. We wind up every business from there and start new business here. But
Seems like we have to close down this business and go back to the Dubai. We were better off there. Yeah. I think that's a better country.
it was peaceful country. That's why we came here. But
we heard
we
it's
heard about
peaceful, but it's not.
So because they should actually go shut up shop and no longer have business in Croydon and just go back to Dubai?
That's what we're planning at the moment. Yeah. That's what we're planning. Yeah.
Not in the whole UK. That's what I'm saying. No.
Obviously, if I invest again on the same shop, obviously I've lost nearly £80,000 there. If I invest that money again, what is the guarantee that after 6 months, after a year, after 10 years, nothing will happen like this? What's the guarantee? Obviously, we have seen once, it will happen again.
So you'd like to see guarantees that even if you want to reinvest, this kind of thing won't happen?
Well, yeah, exactly. I want the guarantee. There is no guarantee. Nobody's going to come up to me and say, no, look, you're safe. No.
actually,
None
we
so
heard
far.
about from police.
You haven't heard anything?
Yeah,
So it's
no-
like a
no help.
disappointment.
no help from police. That's why we heard about.
That's it.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's so complex. You know, there's one factor. You've got the kids who've just lost it. They know they're not economically viable. What do they have? They've got nothing. You've got nothing. You've got nothing to lose. You react in this way. You've got the opportunists. You've got the people watching what's going on, joining in. You've got the older people who've been carrying suitcases. You've heard putting stuff. You've got the orchestrated criminal part. I don't know if you know about the petrol stations being raided. What's that all about? What are they destroying? They're destroying themselves. But the problem is the people at the top won't listen, and they don't understand and can't understand. You know, they're rallying at the wrong people, at themselves, destroying what's around them. You know, this is catastrophic. I've never seen anything like it. This is over a mile, all the way down to Tesco's, towards Thornton Heath. It's absolute madness.
Why do you think the people at the top aren't listening?
Because multiple things. You saw the incidents with the paper scandal, you know, the phone hacking. Who's actually in charge? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the corporations? Who's got the vested interests? You know, Cameron, I actually feel sorry for him, because what can he actually do? What can he actually do? You know, maybe he does want to do something. What can he do? You know, money needs to be spent. They now know they can't cut the police force. You know, we need community policing. Policemen shouldn't be just policemen. They should be almost like social workers, and they should reflect the community. And we've still got those issues, haven't we? You know, you have a few black policemen, there's huge issues with that. You have a few Asian policemen, they're patted by their own community. Well done for trying to, you know, improve things. What is that all about? We're divided as well. Old, young, black, white. There's no issue at all, you know, when it comes to what happened. Somebody's always a guy who got killed in Tottenham. It's got nothing to do with the guy killed in Tottenham. There are people in Manchester who think this is great. It's almost like EDL, English Defence League. We're fighting against the Polish or something. You know, it's great breeding brand for them.
Giving examples about issues around community cohesion. Are you saying that Croydon is not cohesive?
Yes, we all know there's always been this tension here. I've moved out the area for about 10 or 11 years. I've moved out, you know, for work sort of thing. It's the first thing you notice. There's a standoff, there's tension. You know, people say this is Black Croydon, don't they? West Croydon, oh, just blacks in this area. You know, it's a crazy situation we got into. We're just dividing people. I mean, Croydon is probably the third poorest borough when it comes to youth, I believe. You know, forget Tower Hamlets, forget Hackney. These kids can't find jobs. You know, and I have to put a brave face on and tell them, look, you know, at the end of this, you might have to do an open university degree because you can't afford to go to university. You know, you've got kids there who are inspired, they're motivated, and they won't be able to get lunch. They get the EMA payments, you know, it's been reduced, so maybe they'll forgo lunch 1 week or a couple of days, or they'll walk all the way a couple of miles to college, so they can do that.
Interesting food for thought. Thank you
so
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. No problem.
Irresponsible, that's it.
Irresponsible parenting.
Yes. Do you mind speak up loud because there's quite a lot of noise going on. We've only got a small mic, yeah? So the question I'm going to ask you is, what's your reasons? What are your reasons as to the riots in Croydon? And you just go into it. Yeah, you guys ready?
Wait.
Oh, I don't have to ask a question. You can just speak directly to the camera.
I heard someone died, didn't they?
Yeah, apparently a guy got shot.
My cousin got arrested.
So yeah, you can say that and then just speak as to what. How does that make you feel? So do you want me to ask a question or just want to go straight into it?
You can ask a question.
Okay.
So why do you think your cousin may have got involved, or someone may have got involved?
Oh, you think so?
Apparently he just showed up and was just looking around to see all the damage, and the police came and arrested him.
Okay. So why do you think other people who got involved may have actually participated?
To take some stuff from the shops.
Yeah, to like get stuff that they can't afford.
Mostly, but only a small fraction of people actually had something to write about. But to be honest, it's disappointing because there's some things like that. What is it, Reeves? Yeah, that was disappointing because quite near to our primary school, you know, a memory, and it just got burnt down for no reason. So that was unnecessary. Yeah.
So why do you think it happened? Why do you think the riots in Croydon happened?
I think that they just wanted, well, most of them just wanted to like join in and take stuff and burn things and destroy, and that's it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you participate in that?
Because my mum wouldn't let me. I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
That's very good.
Because I have better things to do and it's disruptive, unnecessary, unwanted, just being a nuisance. And yeah, there's some irresponsible parents out there. I mean, it's terrible.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.